So trees don't talk?
They'll make a sound if you shake them, like this elk is doing. In the forest, where vision is so often blocked by trees and undergrowth, sound is a vital way of communicating. Do you hear that?
What is it? Road construction?
No. Up there in the tree.
Is that what I think it is?
The great spotted woodpecker.
So what's all the racket, Woody?
Woodpeckers use their talent for tapping to dig out food, to carve a nest hole, or to send out a message to other woodpeckers without ever getting a headache.
Well, that makes one of us. Pass the aspirin, please.
How about this for a change of pace? It's a Capercaillie, the male of the species, and he's using his extraordinary call to try to woo a female to mate with him.
Making a racket like that isn't going to win him any friends.
Now that he's found a female, he'll sing to her for up to an hour and a half.
Lucky girl. Well, I'd rather listen to an album by the All-Star Chainsaw Orchestra.
Give him a break, Henry. You'll never get anywhere if you don't try your hardest.
Oh, he'll get somewhere all right. In his dreams.
Oh, Henry!
What?
Rise and shine!
Oh, I'll rise, but I won't shine till I've had my breakfast. I like Henry Pops because there's green scaly goodness in every spoonful.
Oh, brother.
Rats! I guess I'll have to go out for breakfast. Ah! I forgot!
You mean you slept up the tree?
Only 'cause you scared me so much. Now, how am I gonna find breakfast?
Come on, Henry, use your head.
Okay. Mind if I join you? So, how do you do this? Just...
Henry, I wouldn't. That must have hurt.
It did. But the little marshmallows inside are so worth it.
Those aren't marshmallows, Henry.
What are they?
Oh, larvae, bugs, maggots.
Not bad. I'm going to tell all my friends to come here.
A lot of animals already know that trees are the place to be. Many make their homes up in the branches and down near the roots, but it takes the burrowing skill of a woodpecker to dig a nest hole wide enough for 3 growing chicks.
And they still have to share a room.
A good nest hole might serve a pair of woodpeckers for up to 10 years, but when it's finally abandoned, there are plenty other animals around who just love to move in.
I prefer a lot more light, and maybe a 2-bird garage.
I'm sure most of the woodland birds around here won't be so picky. Let's see what this nuthatch makes of the old nest hole.
Not bad. Just right for those weekend getaways.
The nuthatch is one of the forest's greatest acrobats. Lots of birds can walk up trees, but only the nuthatch can walk down head first. This is how they forage for food. They rely completely on the strength in their claws to keep from falling.
Down, nuthatch, down! Now, what's that? I hope it's just mud. I wouldn't eat it, whatever it is.
Either mud or dung will do for what the nuthatch has in mind.
What kind of home improvement is that?
It cakes on mud to narrow down the nest entrance. Hopefully this will discourage predators and also larger birds who might come along and kick the nuthatches out.
Otherwise, you never know who you might find when you come home from a hard day on the dung heap.
Of course, birds aren't the only animals who live in trees. Mammals do too. In Australia, the koala only comes down to earth for the occasional drink of water. They rely completely on the leaves of the eucalyptus trees for their food. And the branches of the eucalyptus provide them with a home safe from predators, where they can sleep for up to 18 hours a day.
They also give old Koala one whale of a ride on a windy day. Yee-hoo! Growl! Ee! Growl! Ee! Growl! Ee! Growl! Ee! Growl! Ee! Growl!
It must be showtime again, huh, Henry?
That's right. We're doing the Three Little Pigs, and I'm playing the Big Bad Wolf. Guys, put some hairs on your chinny chin chins and get out there. And remember, no hamming. That's the trouble with pigs.
Sorry, Henry, but you don't look much like a real wolf to me.
Maybe, but my acting is very convincing. Here goes. Little pig, let me in. Help me out here, will you?
Oh,
Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. Roar! Growl! Howl! Snarl! Huh? What happened to my audience? What happened to my little piggies?
I think they went wee 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 all the way home.
You mean my acting was that good? They thought I was a real big bad wolf?
Don't build up your part. There's a lot more to wolves than just a lot of huffing and puffing.
Oh, all right.
You have to look beyond the legend, Henry. In many woodlands worldwide, it's still possible to find the real thing.
The lone wolf. Brave, strong, mysterious, like me.
Oh, brother. Really, wolves are more likely to stay in packs.
Who said they could howl? I don't see any moon yet.
Wolves howl because they're territorial, not because of the moon. Howling tells other wolves to steer clear, so it helps them avoid fights. When a young male wolf breaks off from his pack, he doesn't howl at all. He'll have to go and find his own territory and a mate if he's ever going to have a pack of his own. Wolves have been hunted out of most of their old forest habitats, but in protected wilderness areas, they're safe. The challenge of the wild is not mere personal survival, but also to succeed in raising a new generation.
Now that's really something to howl about.
And now, ladies and gentle lizards, it's time for Henry's amazing Golden Gecko Awards.
The winners of my all-time best amazing woodland animals are... In third place, for having the nerve to say that if she didn't win, she'd sting me, the bad-mannered Rissa Wasp. And in second place, for loving trees so much, she even gives them bark massages, it's the Fisher. But tonight's Golden Gecko Award for the squirreliest woodland animal of them all goes to none other than the tree squirrel. These fast and frolicsome acrobats use their bushy tails for balance. They live on a diet of acorns, nuts, and pine cones they find in the trees. Often, they'll drop cones to the ground and collect them afterwards, as this fella is demonstrating. Squirrels have thrived on every continent except Australia, and of course Antarctica, where hardly anybody wants to live anyway. There are two common varieties, the red squirrel, which you see here, and the gray squirrel, which you'll see if you're watching on a black and white television. Squirrels are famous for their forward thinking and will bury thousands of surplus food stores underground to help them through the winter months. Unfortunately, their backward thinking isn't perfect, and they sometimes can't remember where they put all their food. Of course, we all know what you get for putting pine seeds into the ground and leaving them
We do?
baby pine trees. And that makes the tree squirrel a true friend of the forest and my golden gecko winner.
So, Henry, do you consider your roadshow a success?
You bet. I've heard of standing ovations, but how many actors get a running ovation? But my work here is done, and it's time to move on.
Are you taking your new double act on the road?
Even better, I've got a whole new cast of amazing animal actors. So, what should we perform next? Babes in the Woods? Robin Hood? I know, Sleeping Beauty. Now there's a part for me.